Hi, my name's Amanda. I am a coach and a channel, and I've got something really special to share with you today. So, a few months ago, I started hosting a virtual experience called the Expansion Experience, where every single month a different Archangel or Ascended Master chooses to come through and trance-channel a message for the group through me. And the topic changes every single month. They are in charge of that. They decide what they want to talk about, depending on who's going to be in attendance and what they feel like that group needs to hear that day. And then after that, they call forward each person in attendance one by one to be personally coached by them in that moment on whatever that person is struggling with or is requiring support or assistance with at that time. This past month, Goddess Isis was my co-host for the Expansion Experience. And so what you are about to watch is a snippet from last month's Expansion Experience where she gives a talk on self-perception and the story of you, where the idea of identity comes from, how it's molded over time, and how your sense of self dictates how you feel and how you show up in the world. And if it's not working in the way that you would like it to, how to shift that for yourself. So please enjoy this. I think it's really insightful information, and I'm really excited for you to get to watch it. And if this is the type of content that you like, please click subscribe and stick around, and I'd be happy to share more of this with you. And if you'd like to know more about future expansion experiences, please visit my website, amandalaurenblau.com. You'll see all the information there, and you're more than welcome to send me a message, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Hello to both of you. I am so excited to be here today, and I have a lot to say. I believe that we are not here by chance. I believe that all of us here today are here with a specific purpose in mind, and that we came together at this time because we want to guide and lead each other. And I am so honored to have an opportunity to guide and lead you in this way. And I want you to know that although I am the one that is leading this conversation about self-perception, self-identity, and awareness, you are both guiding me in your own way. And in this way, we are here in a partnership, and I honor that. And in time, I'm going to invite you forward to engage with me and have a conversation with me in a way that is fully in support of what you are going through in this time. But before we get there, I have some things that I would like to say. You both decided to come into this lifetime with a specific purpose. And that was to understand you, understand this version of you. You wanted to bear witness to, and experience a version of you that you have never had an opportunity to before. You wanted to go through this life and experience things in a new way with this new personality of yours and these new life experiences and situations in order to learn and grow and evolve on a soul level. And you chose a specific body for a specific purpose. And I understand that sometimes you look at this choice and you say, really? This is the body that I chose? This is the life that I chose for myself? Well, this is oddly boring and incompatible with what I deeply desire for myself. And to that I chuckle because this is simply the human mind trying to make sense of potentially the pain and suffering that it has had to endure in this lifetime. And I want to make sure that you understand that that is not wrong. It is not wrong to question the choices that you have made, because the human experience is a challenging one, and it is one that is not for the faint of heart. And you both chose to come here at this point in time for a reason. The amount of evolution that is available to you on a soul level at this point in time is very great. And on some level, you understood that and wanted to make the most of that. Look at you here right now, receiving guidance and support from a being that you have to put your full trust into because you cannot see me or feel me or know me in a deeper way. To that I say, that is a beautiful thing. That is an exemplification of your trust in you. And that is what I would like to speak to you on today. Your trust in you, your path and the choices that you have made thus far, and what is available for you moving forward from here. The concept of self-perception is a very interesting one because you move through life with this idea of who you are and what you're capable of and the choices that are available to you. And when you really take a step back and analyze it, who's to say that all of those things are accurate? Who's to say that the person sitting in front of me today is who you believe them to be and not who I believe you to be? For the person sitting in front of me today can be whatever you want them to be. And so that begs the question, why have you chosen the identity of you that you are currently holding on to? Even if this identity of you is not the personification of you that would serve you best, well, you were born into a family who had a specific set of beliefs. And these beliefs were passed down by their parents and by their parents generation after generation. And you adopted them as your own because you didn't know any better. And you moved through life without questioning this version of you and all the belief systems that were instilled within you until one day you decided that it did not make sense any longer. And you began to search for something else. And part of that search has led you here. But my children, this search now continues forward. But I would like for you to search in a different way. I would like for you to open up the doorway to your heart and search within there. And I know, goddessisis, what does that even mean? Right? Well, what I'm asking you to do is begin to question the idea of who you are. All of the belief systems that you have been buying into about who you are, why you are, what's available to you, what's possible for you, what you're capable of. Question them. Because where do those ideas come from? They don't come from you. They come from those who reared you and those who reared them. And on and on and on going back. And so it is safe to say that you are living your life out of the belief systems of generations past. And it is time to cut that cord and move forward in a new way. Wipe the slate clean, so to speak. Who you really are is open, endless potential. You are energy at your core. You are a being of light and love. And what this really means is that you vibrate with a certain frequency. And this frequency dictates what you will manifest within your life, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. And the way that you vibrate dictates your experience of the world and your experience of you. And if the experience that you're having is one that you are not in favor of, what is required of you is to change you, your vibration and your frequency. How is that done, you might ask? What is required of you is to begin to question your thoughts, your belief systems, and why you are allowing yourself to feel a certain way in a certain moment. Because it is the outside world that up until now has dictated all of those things. And so you have allowed the identity of who you believe yourself to be guided by the world outside of you. And this is all fine and well. I am simply here to reflect back to you that there is another option available to you if you so desire to choose it. And that option is to choose who you want to be and allow that to dictate your frequency. And allow your frequency to shift and evolve as a byproduct of this choice. And then watching as the world outside of you reflects that right back to you. Through new opportunities, through new relationships, through new ideas, and new motivations that just pop into your awareness, that incite inspiration and motivation within you that is new and exciting, and that will lead you in a direction that you have not walked down previously. And the question becomes, how do I choose who I am? How do I make this choice? How do I know what's available to me within that? And this is where I would like to focus our conversation today. Because sometimes it is difficult to know what your options are when you are looking at the world from the inside out. Because you have been seeing yourself through the eyes of everyone that you have ever met. It is through their opinions of you that you have dictated your own. And so it becomes difficult to know, how do I block that out and simply turn within and focus on what I want, what I believe is available to me? Because sometimes it is difficult to believe in something without the proof that it is there. And so today, what I would like to challenge you to do is expand the potential and possibility of who you believe yourself to be, so that you can begin to see options available to you that you did not see before. And that is how I would like to assist you. I'm going to call each of you forward one by one and give you an opportunity to speak with me and allow me to guide you forward in a new way that might challenge the belief system of who you believe yourself to be. But if you are open to something different, perhaps a new avenue will unfold before you and provide you with new awareness, new perspective, and new potential. And so I would like to dedicate the majority of our time today to allow for this. I'm going to ask you to unmute one at a time and give yourself an opportunity to be guided and led where it might feel uncomfortable to go. But you came here to be a little uncomfortable. And I know that feels a little bit strange to say it this way, but I think the fact that you are both sitting here in front of me right now is a testament to this. You did not come here to be comfortable, to follow the status quo. You came here to be a lightning rod for change within you, and then have that reflected out to the world so that those around you could see where they are too comfortable. It is through your own process of self-discovery that you will help change this world for the better. And there is nothing more virtuous than that. And I applaud you both for your willingness to go where most people do not have the courage to. At this time, I would like to give you both an opportunity to reflect on where you want to go. Perhaps about what you haven't given yourself permission to think is possible for you. Any area of your life where you're feeling stuck or blocked from moving forward in a way that you desire to, and allow me to guide you forward so that you can leave here today with a clear understanding of how to shift your own frequency and choose the version of you that you desire to. And know full well that this version of you can shift and change any time you want it to. And that is the beauty of you in this human life, is your frequency dictates your reality. And so anytime you want to change your reality, all you have to do is shift your frequency inside. And this requires trust in what I'm telling you. And it is the opposite of what you have been taught. You have been taught that you must go out into the world and force things, control things, manipulate things. But I would argue, if that would work for you, would you be here in front of me today? And so there is something in each of you that knows better, that understands something is not right within that, and that has a deeper level of awareness that perhaps you haven't fully been able to comprehend thus far, but it is just a feeling, is a knowing that there is something within that logic that does not sit well with you. And to that I applaud you. It is a wonderful thing to trust your intuition. And I would like to deepen your ability to do that today.